Oh my god, I forgot to pull up my little guy. Hey guys. I am a little bit all over the place. That's my own fault, really. Um, I, there we go. I've had all day to do a whole bunch of stuff at WD Grand. I've had all day to do a whole bunch of stuff, and not until just right now where I was like, oh, I have to stream soon. Have I been like, oh, wait, there's like 50 other things that I probably should have done with all the time I had today. But I had the day off from both work and school, so I just sat back and relaxed, you know? Is that a crime? Is that a crime to just want to sit back and relax for once? I think not. But yeah, anyways, I kind of ran through a bunch of different games that like I maybe sort of wanted to play today, and then realized I don't actually want to play any of them. But then I realized, oh my god, hold on. There's something that I have been hearing a lot about that I have no idea really what it means, and I have FOMO. So today we're gonna be watching Parkour Civilization because I don't know when or if Snaf Wolf is going to be here tonight, but I remember the other night when I was streaming, they asked me a whole thing about beef or chicken, which I know is Parkour Civilization. I just don't get the reference fully of what any of that stuff means. Parkour Civilization is life-changing. I've seen like one clip of, was it AMZ reaction being told to watch it and being like, oh, that is strange. Why would anybody suggest I watch that? And then them finishing watching it and be like, oh my god, that was beautiful. And also, it's kind of funny because I checked in my subscription box on YouTube and Ludwig just uploaded a video of him reacting to this. I'm not copying him. I was gonna do this last Tuesday? Oh my god, has it been a week since my birthday? I think so. But I was gonna do this last week, and then I was like, no, I want to play games with my friends. No, please, ask Meepo, he knows all about it. Where is Meepo? He should be here. He has to see this. Anyways, let's switch to this thing. Thank you. Oh god, wait, my head's in the way. Did we use this? I have it pulled up all the way on the other screen. Might do it this way. Hold on. Oh, sorry. The reason it's not doing the right one is because I changed the layout of all of my whatever things. Okay, that's great. Make me look like a fool. Okay, that's fine. I can do this. Oh, full screen. And yeah. Should be able to see it. Maybe we'll just change the layout for this real quick. I don't actually want the TV here. It's a cool concept, but I think with this we have to just go full screen. And we'll make my guy tiny. Not that he really needs to be here either. I want you guys to feel like you have a friend on screen with you. Bad parenting. I feel like I've heard of that as well. No idea what it actually is. Like, I think I literally saw a TikTok that was like, shows people's facial reactions to playing that. But I don't know what it is. Sadly. Here, we're gonna be right here together. Like best buds. Okay. Actually I could just look that up, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do Steam. Is it on Steam? I'd have to assume. I always look up games on Steam. It emotionally destroys you? Oh god. Okay. Oh wait, bad parenting. Okay, doesn't look like it's on Steam. It might be like a second or whatever. Just to. No, it says that it's on. No, it's on itch.io. It also says that it's on Steam, but it didn't come up. If I get sad easily, I'll cry. I don't know. It's weird what can make me emotional, but dude, imagine it's not showing up because of my settings. Steam is really finicky when it comes to my settings for things. But yeah, it looks like I would more easily be able to download it through itch.io if I ever wanted to try it, but I guess I'm being warned not to. Okay. Let's make sure that you'll be able to hear this. Let's press play real quick.
Open up. It's time for parkour.
Okay, so you heard that. Yeah. I mean, it should be, yeah, because that's fine. Okay. Gonna watch this and see how it is. And see if I actually like it. And I'll try not to just like have it be that it's playing. Yeah, because the whole when I was like, oh my god, I was gonna get buckshot for this, but I didn't. But I got That's Not My Name, which apparently that has an update, and I haven't played it yet. I'll think about it. I just when there's launchers that are available, it's like, okay, everybody uses these. I know this. I'm familiar with this, so I use those. But yeah, we'll see. I don't hear about a lot of games lately. Or at least I don't see enough games that like interest me enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna have just the whatever play. I'm gonna try to actually commentate on it and things like that. So there may be a lot of pausing. Fair warning. Just because I don't want it to feel like I'm just sitting here and stealing content. Most of the good niche games are on itch. It makes me wonder, did FNAF start on, like, itch.io, or is that, like, something different? A different website. Wait, where's that thing? Oh, here. Yeah. I mean, I should probably go to itch more because especially with a lot of, like, big game companies, sometimes they tend to do things that a lot of people don't like. So, you know, support the small indie developers and all that. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna press play. We're gonna press play finally.
Alright, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in parkour.
Wait, so it's already in the very beginning. I thought it was something I had to wait like 30 minutes to get to. It's the first 13 seconds of this. You can do the vertical or the chicken. Okay.
No one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But
you just get salmonella.
Parkour civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait. How I do love Vine moves. They're my favorite. Because I was literally gonna be like, okay, like I get it. The double jump would be more difficult, but like, what's all the hubbub? Why don't people just do it? But I realized they don't get fed enough to be able to like do a sprint jump to try to make the vertical. And there's a whole lot. It's gonna be like when you're watching like a kids cartoon and they have like Johnny Test, for instance, and they have a sound effect every like 3 seconds. Not even every 3 seconds, every single second. Like there is no time where there's no sound going on.
make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never
I do like that. I mean, I think it would have made this even funnier if it was like showing that beginning part, like, oh, you're gonna jump for the chicken or you're gonna jump for the beef, type of shit, and it being like stopping him mid jump and it being like, you're probably wondering how I got here, and then doing the recap like that. Because again, I think that would have been funny as hell, but maybe it's too overdone. Maybe I'm too old school. I'm gonna create a little short film like this just to be able to do that myself. Just to see how it reads to audiences. And then somebody yell at me for
even tried getting a ticket before,
copying them.
If I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much
Did they do
everyone has
that,
fallen into the void and died.
Or are you just
except for the
saying
guy
Mega
who lives
Man?
right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess
my
I have to
God.
change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh no, I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row?
Oh,
Okay,
right.
sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
4 in a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And
No, I'll
that
be
was the
so
last
honest.
time
If I lived in Parkour Civilization, I would have died already. Like, because sometimes I forget to do the sprint. Or no, I try to do the sprint and it doesn't input, and then whoop, dead. Guys, would you survive? How long do you think you'd survive in Parkour Civilization?
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house.
No, I could make that. I could make that. Meepo, set up a world with all the Parkour Civilization jumps, and I'm gonna do it after we finish. No.
Parkour Civilization are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So,
That's lame
this
as
is
hell,
the
bro.
neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick. That ladder jump literally may be the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right.
Okay,
I mean,
but-
everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed. Yeah, I think I got everything figured out.
Just
Perfect.
walk
Last thing,
around
I just need
on
to
the
check if
edge.
your parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good? Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive? Why did he do that?
Alright, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That
Oh my
guy
God.
seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a
Yeah, wait, hold on, because I have a counter thing set up. What? boom, boom. No, I'm not actually gonna mess with that. I never fixed it after saying, oh yeah, I'll get that fixed eventually. But we could be counting how many times it volume boomed. It's like I only hear every second one because it's like I block it out for a second, and then it's like
enjoy your house.
you can't
How is
ignore
that
it.
a part of the job? What? No one really remembers how parkour civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what? Yo. Hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
But he has
Come on,
no
don't be like that. You were literally just holding one.
experience.
Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
Alright, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. Alright, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay me to do parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro, it's not possible.
Just stop talking and watch. I'm gonna do it in like 30 seconds. And there we go. Finally. Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was
Dude, I think I've tried to do like a 4-block jump before or whatever. Even just like a 3-block jump. I don't know if you guys get this way too, but like trying to make certain jumps in Minecraft is just like clenching my jaw because like especially then you saw it's like he was right there. He just like hit against the edge before it. And it's like, dude, just I wish this was like God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I wish this was like Fortnite, where when you do like a jump or you jump at something, you grab at the wall and just pull yourself up because it's like it's actually not that difficult. It's just the mechanics of the game.
actually incredible. Alright, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding? Dude, totally. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the parkour civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You got 30 seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right, I'm here.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I got the beef.
No.
Okay, so he just like made it. Why? Would have been a little bit more build up to that. But I was gonna say, is it always just gonna be like a voiceover for the entire thing? When are we gonna get some just like first person straight up just doing whatever? I think part of it has to do with him doing a lot of the voices himself. But no, even still, I don't want him narrating all of it. Just tell it to me from your perspective as things are happening, not a recall, bro.
No way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. You
Oh
guys
my
never
God.
rank up.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket.
Second time?
Ticket events are so risky because they're located so far away. If I
Racism?
wasn't paying attention, I could
What
miss
about
just-
what about racism? The jump? Or no, the elitism of the parkour. Yeah, classism. Parkour pros versus parkour noobs. That was like racism. I didn't see that. Oh god. It's
one
crazy.
of these 1-block jumps, and my entire chances of becoming a parkour pro would be over. But luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only
But yeah, if he's made it before, I mean, I guess again, don't get too cocky, but like, why deprive yourself so often of the beef if you know you can make the jump? I don't know, I'm just asking the important questions here, man.
Parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you miss one jump, you end up like this guy.
He slipped off?
You pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro. I watched as the second noob fell to the void. Hey man, do you think you could go already?
I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
That's such a flashback skin. I'm not gonna say what it was called, but if you know this, you might be kind of old. That's crazy. I haven't seen that skin, especially in Minecraft, in like forever.
Aw. No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every week the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely
No, that's good. Also, hi, Al.
Jump to get to the ticket, and if you get it, a 2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way.
That wasn't really a 360, it was more like a 180.
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket. If I actually get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour pro. There was no turning back now. I had to start the course.
No, I just realized
Experience with diagonal jump.
the bike got stuck and went in 2 times speed for a second there. I just realized, I mean, maybe this isn't the exact reason that he's doing this, but the way that the narration is going, I watch, or at least a couple of months ago, I was watching a lot of like those hardcore survival type videos, like 100 days, blah 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 challenges, and this is the exact type of narration that they would have, where it's like, yeah, again, these things are happening in real time, but they're like more going back, like basically like through their notes, being like, this is exactly the thoughts that I had, blah blah blah, during this moment, blah blah blah. Which is, I guess, you know, on theme with just a Minecraft video in general.
But somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected to be falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my surprise,
But why would you close your eyes on that jump?
With the ticket. And thanks to the deal I made with the parkour pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This was life-changing.
I feel like that would make me die more.
I never received a ticket to access the parkour temple, and I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over to the parkour temple. I was in a good spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully, and now I was officially inside the temple. This was it. This was the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either
wait, hold on. I was gonna be like, well, that can't be that hard. Maybe, yeah, dying from fall damage. It was like, wait, no, there's definitely gotta be a pit directly underneath there. Jesus. Yeah, I think I would just head back to my house and hold on to the ticket and then go back to living life like normal and never go to the temple.
Fall directly into the void. But I've come too far and I've practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just going to be another...
I mean, I guess he has been
that
there for
fails
5
his
years.
course. I was going to be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro...
But would he... Yeah, auction the ticket. Exactly. It's just like, hey, if you don't eat your chicken and you give it to me instead, or even if somebody is able to get the beef, just like, if you give that to me, I will give you this ticket, and then you can go try that. And then they die. And it's like, well, I'm now up to 5 hunger bars, or however much more it would give you. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh god.
Starts now.
Hey, wake up.
There's no
You
way.
Want a chance to eat today or what?
All right, let's get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour.
What
noob.
just happened,
Down here in
bro?
Parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out.
Not the fucking vibe. Oh my god. What just happened? He fell. Wait, I didn't hear him explain the rules well enough. I don't think I was.
To have that happen. I wasn't just gonna be another parkour noob that fails this course.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. If there's parkour pros already, how would he be considered the first parkour noob to level up into a parkour pro? I feel like that just doesn't add up. I mean, I guess technically, whoever's started. Well, actually, he said he might have been the one to start this technically. But if whoever's starting it is considered a parkour pro, I guess they can just make themselves like a parkour pro and never have to actually do parkour or whatever.
I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
That's still so
Hey,
lame though.
wake
He's
up.
made every
You
other
want a chance to
1-block
eat today
jump.
or what?
So
Alright,
how did he
let's
miss
get
that?
this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour, noob.
Down here in parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats, you've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
And this
Oh
is
my
how my
God.
life is gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization. Parkour prison is located directly under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here,
Okay, but I
never
thought
knew
that
this
you were
place
supposed to
existed, and I was so
die
close
when you
to
fell into the
becoming a
void.
Parkour pro. My entire life, I've been training for one goal.
Now I'm
and that's
confused,
to go
bro.
to the Temple of Parkour and complete the impossible course to rank up to become a parkour pro. I had everything. I earned the ticket to get inside the temple, and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And now I'm dead. What the? Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right to your cell.
Parkour prison? What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these 1-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a 1-block jump in my life. What I didn't get is
Okay,
why
but he
Parkour
wait, but
prison
he literally
existed.
is there because he missed a 1-block jump literally 5 seconds ago. What is he talking about? I've never missed a 1-block jump in my life. Yes, you did. We all saw it. Now you're in jail for 50 years because of it. That's actually crazy.
Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void to catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in parkour prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went inside this cell, I would never be able to escape. But that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least 1 jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us
30
catches you not
seconds?
jumping, you're not making it out of here.
Just minutes before this, I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now fell in the lava. Wait, there's actually someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here. Wait, why Why does this guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone down here. No!
Oh my God.
What is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to be doing it.
This guy needs to stop screaming like this in my ear, though.
About Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here,
Literally all of there is 1-block jumps. What are you talking about?
Parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new course they've built. This time, the course I was selected for had fence parkour. If I failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost no experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able to get past this week's random testing course. But what about the next week or the week after that? There's
Oh my
gonna be
God.
some day when they build a jump that I can't.
I just realized, I was like, something about this in the back of my mind is kind of pissing me off. You know, like all this testing and stuff, or constantly having to do something, constantly having to do parkour. It's reminding me of Portal, which I still have, or at least Portal 2. Both the Portal games, but I still haven't finished Portal 2. But it's reminding me of that, just like, yeah, no, just like do this thing. And I was like, I don't know, is it kind of like whoever's at the very top of this, right? Like, is their reaction to people doing parkour, is it the same like weird feeling that Wheatley and GLaDOS get when they watch somebody like do testing constantly? That's my theory. That's my theory for this. We're gonna continue.
Do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something to show you. Can you come over here?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay, what?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to
Wait,
ask
that
you
looks
if I
like-
could pay you in
That looks like the guy that sold him the house,
three
isn't it?
diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now, I had one chance to make 3 diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was dead. Come on. 1, 2, 3. No way. I actually did it.
Okay, 5 minutes of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The bribe worked.
Yeah,
Now
I'd get
I had
pushed off
5
the
minutes
edge 'cause
to
I
roll
have
around Parkour
terrible,
Prison
like,
to
time
see if I
management.
could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now. When I jumped around the prison, I noticed someone doing the random testing course. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is the guy who failed the ticket event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes
He's not
it back
going
to
to.
civilization. Oh, something
That's gonna be a common theme.
Why were they using glass for parkour? Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape? What are you talking
Where the hell
about?
did he even get that? I mean, like, it's true, obviously, but where the hell did he even get that from? He was just watching some guy do parkour. You're trying to think of a way to escape, aren't you? Who are you talking to? I was just
Never
standing
tried to
here, bro.
escape?
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm 99% sure I'm being led into a trap, but it
Yeah, he's
doesn't
being
matter. If it
baited.
gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour Civilization.
You can leave now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro
Ooh.
for the rest of your life.
Wait, you're saying if I go back to Parkour Civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or I could try to survive here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped.
Okay, so then what the hell are you doing with the rest of your life?
Now meant that
What's
I
the point?
would be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went through the portal, I was brought back into Parkour Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to
I mean, you could
become a
probably
pro, and
step
I
in there
did.
again.
Now, I can never earn a ticket
not
ever
in.
again. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, I can just go back to my
Wait.
ordinary life in Parkour Civilization.
He's
You know,
gonna. Oh my god, why did it not pause? I just clicked it so many times. Jesus. It's back to that auctioning thing. He's gonna get somebody else to give him the ticket because that's a loophole. It's like he can't earn the ticket, but it doesn't. Nobody ever said he can't be given a ticket. Well, actually, I didn't listen to what the guard said. Something about like, I want to say it was like he's not able to earn a ticket to level up to become a pro. But I don't know if it was like strictly like you can't become a pro ever at all for the rest of your life. Because like if you can just find a ticket in some sort of way, then you can still go inside and become a
now that I
pro.
think about
But
it, it's
who
not the worst
knows?
situation in the world. I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this? I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you. This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy...
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go, so I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at parkour prison, something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It was too risky.
Oh,
I was
God.
gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all
I think it's gonna
I could
look
either
nicer.
do a
I hope it
1-block
looks nicer,
jump for a
actually.
small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping parkour prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house and it has a painting, which is something you don't really see that often in Parkour Civilization. I just keep wondering what my life would have
Is
been like if I actually made it.
What's it called? Is the ceiling only 2 blocks high? Like there? Well, I guess again you can just like walk around the bottom. It's more that top layer. It's what they're focused on, needing to make the jump.
Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that... Whoa! What was that? When I went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall.
Yeah,
and there
okay.
was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the painting, and it revealed a secret door. For some reason...
Guys, you
I
saw that
found
twist
a
coming.
hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down
I wouldn't
there,
jump for the
found a
beef
man.
because what?
Somehow there was already someone living.
I don't think I would jump for the beef because we were talking about this before. I can just barely make a 1-block jump sometimes because my keyboard's input is weird and won't let me sprint even though I double tap sprint and or hey be nice. I helped you learn how to play Valorant again. But I don't know. Maybe eventually. Maybe I'd get bored enough that I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Let's go for the 2-block jump. But we'll see.
By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously someone.
All right, load up Minecraft right now. Get in Minecraft right now and show me that you can make that jump. Send me a clip even. And I'll pull it up on stream.
But then
Wait! Don't leave!
the man spoke to me.
Ew.
He said he's been
Don't
watching
speak to me.
I watched you enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
When I was
Yeah,
younger,
exactly.
I earned myself a ticket. but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man
Why
said
would you
wasn't
hide it
his
far, far
destiny to
away?
rank up to be a pro, but it was mine.
What
He brought
sense
out
does
a
it make?
compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it
And was
doesn't.
this
All I
exactly
know
what
is
we're
that
talking
I
about?
wasn't done with parkour civilization just yet. Come on, just one jump at a time, and I should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour.
Also, for those of you that don't know, the reason it goes black is because this was just like, I believe, a series that he made and just put it all together, and that's why it's a movie now. I think that's also why there's like quote unquote overuse of the Vine boom sounds. Is because when you have it spread across different videos and you're waiting for the new episode to come out, you kind of don't notice it. But when you sit here for, well, we've only been watching this for 20 minutes because I, again, pause a lot. But when you sit here to watch it, then it's all just boom, boom, boom. And you hear everyone. Well, almost everyone,
Why
if
do you
you're
want to
me.
leave parkour civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I, just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the parkour pro civilization. I was gonna have to try.
What's he gonna do,
I
Stoppy?
told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it. That was crazy.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot. That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass. Alright. Well, I guess that works. Now that I made it past the parkour checkpoint, it was time to go searching for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to parkour pro civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour pro bought my excuse. If the pro stayed around for any longer, I might have starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of beef for the journey. I had no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed.
Also,
So I
okay,
guess I was just
in that case, when the guy walked away, I know eating the raw chicken gives you, like, salmonella or whatever, but could you not also just, like, take that too afterwards? Like, I don't get it. Don't get it. Both beef. Yeah, see? That's exactly what I'm saying. I didn't even look up. But we said that at the exact same time. Same wavelength, bro. I would have done it just for the hell of it. Just like, okay, I don't want to waste, you know, the beef right away. Hi, Snap Zero. We're 20 minutes into Parkour Civilization. I get the reference now. And, you know,
gonna have to trust him again. Now it was time to go searching
having some
for the
questions.
ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization, the more dangerous the jumps become. Already, I was starting to see huge chunks of parkour missing.
It's
No
like
one
the
knows how
Farlands, but for the
outskirts came to
ground.
be like this, or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately,
That's lit. Oh my god. That's a second time. 2 times in the past 2 minutes. Say exact same thoughts with both of you guys. Oh my god. Yeah, no, but that's the Farlands right there, bro.
The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to
Yeah, it's been
one piece
bouncing
of raw
around.
beef left. And still, I found nothing. That was until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time here in Parkour Civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence. Which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top.
Yeah, it's the
I haven't
least
really
flat thing I've
prepared for
seen
anything
here.
like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled up the
Pile of
compass,
shit.
I was
Wait,
in the
that's
right
crazy.
place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing on. The ticket should be here, unless the old
What do
man
you mean,
hid
bro?
the ticket out of sight and put it underground.
Yeah, come on,
If I
common
broke
sense.
This grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block, and underground there was a chest. I couldn't believe it. I had actually found
to
the
say, better
ticket,
get that
but
dirt
when I
outta your
opened the
hand.
chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found, just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which
Dude,
is
I would've
also
gotten
illegal
lost.
to have. By some miracle, I made
At
it
this
back to
point.
the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh, okay, and he's gone too. Am I gonna be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now, it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this. Alright, bro, are you gonna explain to me why what the... When I got down to the basement,
Did he kill
the old man
was
was nowhere to be found.
Oh my
All
god.
that was
I mean,
left was
okay,
a
I guess you
hole in
don't
the
die.
ground. Did
You
he
just...
jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention
No one will
to the
ever
item
believe
that
you
was
type
left on the
shit.
ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve
Yeah.
the barrier block. The
We're
old man wanted
100%
me to
at this
find
point.
barrier for a reason. And now
None
this
of them
was the
been
sign
able
that I
to
was
do
ready
it.
to rank up to become a parkour.
But that's exactly what I was saying. The elites don't have to ever really prove. Again, if we're going off the thing of like, he's gonna be the first noob to level up into a parkour pro. Parkour pros don't have to actually prove that they're good at parkour. In fact, a lot of them are probably really shit at parkour, and that's why we're seeing such a high mortality rate for the parkour pros that try to do the jumps that he's doing. This is exactly, why just because somebody has a specific title doesn't really mean anything. What do you mean Twitch is twitching? Like actually twitching?
Pro. It was time to head to the
there you go.
parkour temple. I made my way
Exactly.
back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The
Or
place
maybe
where
not
no
Nepo
parkour
babies.
noob in history
There definitely could be hardcore Nepo babies, but I think it's more like classism, like we were talking about before. It's just like, yeah. I mean, would you argue racism in this case? Where it's like, yeah, I think you're pretty cool, even though you definitely don't know how to do parkour. You're a funny guy. Come here, sit with the elites. Blah 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 type shit.
has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot. 3 full bars of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up.
Maybe.
So I threw in my
They
ticket
might-
and the entrance to the
It's hard to tell because last time when one of the first times that we saw a pro die was when he was getting his original 2-story house, and it was kind of like a new guy appeared and he's like, yeah, that guy's dead. So either that guy was lying, the rainbow dude was lying about what happened to the guard, or he did actually die. It's like, if you're a parkour pro and you miss any jumps, no, you're just dead, you're not coming back. But who
Parkour
knows?
temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1-block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different. I successfully made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time. The
Took
first
him
section was
long
the
enough.
stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered 1-block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount
No,
of
that'd be
time, I was
embarrassing.
still
At that
ways
point,
away.
it's like you're destined to never become a parkour pro, bro. Like, just stay a noob or stay in prison, one of the two. Because this life was not meant for you.
Way from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I moved on to the stone slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen. It was a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke.
Dude,
my
why did that
and I
actually
only
make me
took
anxious for
2.5
like 2
bars to
seconds?
do
That's so
it, but that was
stupid.
too
Hold on.
close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void. On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the noob level.
Stone
But
wall.
fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak. and
Also,
stay
isn't
on
this
the
kind of
course.
like the,
That's when I got to the point when the jump
I think it's like slightly bigger than doing like a fence jump, which he did successfully in prison. So like, come on, you already have experience with that. If you failed again, you're just not meant for this life, bro. I just log off for me.
stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the Parkour Pro civilization. This was it. I was about to be the first noob in history
a
to
4-block?
rank up. But then the realization hit me. The last jump to get to the Parkour Pro civilization was a 3-block jump. It was impossible. This was why no noob has
3-block.
ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted. He knew the course was impossible.
so he
wanted to give me a chance
cheated.
to rank up. I placed down the barrier block and I made the 2-block jump. I did it. I actually did it. I was the first noob in history
mean-
to ever complete this.
Real cheats are the elites that perpetuate such a classist system. Shut the hell up. Sorry.
No one
Just
at the
keep
bottom
watching.
level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like? Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out.
But also, if they're like, oh, you can never become a parkour pro, blah, 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 because he went to prison, are they not just gonna arrest him when they see him there? Like, I
to the
don't know.
stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never seen anything like before. I turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
Alright, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to
Yeah,
do,
again,
but this time-
wouldn't that set them off, set off the guards? It's just like, he's not supposed to be up there for multiple reasons.
There were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots. I was
Oh, I thought it was gonna
officially
shoot
a
him.
Parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel to see something that I've never seen before. Cooked meat? In all of these.
Yeah.
In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour pro, I
No,
can
what's the
fully-
most fucked up about that? Never seeing cooked food is the fact that they give them like 2 furnaces in their house. for the kitchen, but it's like, yeah, you can't actually use these though.
replenish my hunger bar, and that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They
Both
even had
statements
their
are
boots
correct.
on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look at these What the?
Gold boots.
Boots? Who?
There's
wears
another
gold
tier
boots?
to this? What the hell?
Doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Diamond!
Am I
Dude,
not at
don't tell me that there's gonna be another rank. What the hell do you even call those guys?
the top of parkour civilization?
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go, my parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me.
The hell do
I
you mean
ordered
by
the,
parkour
6-block tall
delivery?
slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks man for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
I thought he was gonna
And
fall.
my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something.
American
Oh, I
culture.
hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in parkour civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing. But I won't say it wasn't worth it because now I can practice slime jumps anytime I want inside of my house. And this is how my new life is as a pro in parkour civilization. No parkour noob
Allowing someone to be good at parkour when they already are is the most good. Yeah.
at the bottom level knows what life is like up here, except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society. To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an impossible parkour course. When I got to the top, I got my
we're doing
iron
a
boots and I
recap.
was officially a pro. I thought I had made it. I thought I was at the top of parkour civilization, but that's when I realized I truly knew nothing about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top of parkour civilization wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a
Oh my
parkour
God.
noob, I thought 2-block jumps were extremely hard, but now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact
looks
that when
like
I was a
that
noob, I
Squidward
would see dirt
neighborhood
in the sky,
from
but now
the-
there's nothing above me. And that's
The
when I
what
looked
episode?
back at the parkour temple. There was still a world above me, and now it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I could look down, and I could only assume that the same goes for the layer
It was like
above me. Now that I
one-way
was
glass or
adjusted to my
something? Like,
surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I saw were the same identical buildings. Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely
He's
didn't
moved to
look
the
like a
parkour
house. When I walked
civilization
inside the
suburbs.
building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a
Yeah.
parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5-block jump. Okay,
Okay,
that's
what's
a
the
little more
point
expensive.
of that?
This last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same? All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for that? Since there was only one house to buy,
Yeah, I
I
know, that's
obviously went with the
kinda
cheapest
crazy.
option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me take you to it.
but you know what? You know what? That tactic works in real life. Just giving people the same exact thing that they could get for cheaper, but for more.
Oh, since all the houses were identical,
It's,
it was
I don't know what I do in Supermarket Simulator now that I think, but that's different. That's good capitalism. Don't listen to that. Imagine chess civilization. How would you even do
I'm
that?
surprised that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro is awesome. The living room in my house had 2 one-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3 jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh,
No.
sure.
Thanks. You're that FO
Hmm.
guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never fall.
I see.
Noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with me.
My neighbor started telling me everything there was to know about parkour civilization. He brought me back to the parkour temple where all the statues were. He explained how parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro. Then, there were the parkour masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to the pro level, but if they do ever come down,
I think, like, I think it's more just a case of, like, all the guards are parkour pros, but not all the parkour pros are guards. So I think they'd notice. But maybe you could try that, or, you know, do like 10 one-block jumps in a row or something like that. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, we can bring you back up there, I guess.
it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here don't even believe that the champion is real, but the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a
They'd be
parkour
too
pro was
off-colored.
strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food. Then I received the
15
piece of
minutes.
paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they
Okay,
got
so that's why. See, our questions getting answered already. They get assigned very specific jobs.
this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in parkour civilization, but this is the place they were all kept. This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god,
I've seen this
cow's
clip.
cooking. How did he even do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level. And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a
Wait,
reason.
he
Once
said I cannot say I would have missed that because again, he literally went to prison because he missed a 1-block jump. I think he just has very short-term memory.
Completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only
that's my
place in
cup.
parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here, you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour
It's a 2-block
pro,
jump?
didn't
I
even
remember
know what I needed
1
to
block.
practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here.
The
Someone was
3-block
practicing
vertical?
Not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing: that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure
Not even
about that?
allowed?
I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Well, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that sound? Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, what's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor
People
was
always
going,
ask too
and
many
that's when
damn
I
questions.
saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was
Okay,
saying
wait.
anything.
You can't, I mean, you can say that because that's literally just real life. This is an entire, whether it be purposeful or accidental, this is just a movie about classism and capitalism and all that shit that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. But in the form of like, is that Sonic the Hedgehog?
Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
I bet you he's
Dude,
gonna fall
don't say
because he's not
anything
gonna
and
run.
look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later, he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
My task? I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour battle?
Oh my god.
The parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Is this just
Okay,
fucking
a
horse,
3-block
bro?
Jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price.
Oh my god.
This isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster
Yeah.
than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks, diagonal jump.
Alright, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck wasn't on my side.
Oh my god,
Second
bruh.
attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
You need to lock
This
the
is too
fucking
fun for me. One more attack, and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is it for you, parkour pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire journey in
I would say
parkour
our guys
civilization
cooked, but
came
there's
down
so
to
much
this
more
one
movie
jump,
left,
and it was
so,
a 3-block vertical jump.
you
I
know.
thought when I ranked up to become a parkour pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over, but I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour society. Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of parkour civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every day we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way what happens if you skip your job, because the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my
Him
work
doing that recap just now made me feel like it switched over to a secondary video another time.
to
And it's
rank
like,
up to
that can't
become
be
a
the
parkour
case.
Pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump, but at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. What? Is this real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I gonna be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360. Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance this would work.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you did it,
What do you
can't be
mean
that
you've
hard.
never done
Let's
that
go. He's
before,
never done
bro?
it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What? How? Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack
Dude, that's how I
against
sound
the
like in
parkour
Valorant. Who crouches when they shoot? I do. Everybody.
master was successful.
You're so ass.
I think I found his weakness. He couldn't do a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully made a 2-block jump with a 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour
I don't
master
even know,
tried
bro.
to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are
Yield.
you serious? No way.
You better get
actually
D-ranked,
won the
bro.
Parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master? The master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the
Totem of
ground. I
Undying.
went to pick it up, and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump,
Thank you
I
for the
could rank
follow,
up to become a
frequently
parkour master.
schizo.
This was insane. Earlier today,
Wait,
I didn't
so I
even
can
know
have
parkour battles existed,
yield in
and
it.
somehow I won my first battle.
I want to say, like, either he's just, yeah, fully not given the option, or if he does get the option, then he might just get sent back down to noob territory. And if that's the case, then he might truly never be able to rank up ever again. And he'd just be stuck down there. Either that, or they don't really tell them all the rules all the time. So he didn't know it was possible. Yeah. I think he's pretty one-track minded.
Not just against anyone,
Biggest
but a
character flaw.
parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I didn't
Yeah,
like thinking
apparently.
about
Well,
the fact that that wasn't the course to rank.
Do you mean
up.
like in the
That
very beginning, or like, because if you're talking about the very beginning, he lived in that world for 5 years, but everything that he knows now was like at the pro level he's been told so far, and anything that he hasn't been told, he hasn't told us until after he learns about it.
was just the path to get up to the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that again. And today, my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If you're a pro in Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again. But you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob level. If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro. When I got to the bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy to think that I'm still the only one to have ever completed this course, but the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion. And
yeah, it was like 30 minutes ago.
I can see what it really looks
maybe
like from
less.
down here. When I lived here, I was the only one that lived in my neighborhood, or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up
Yeah.
jumps. Let's see. 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for
So
raw
how's he not picking
and
up
I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now.
the items
All right,
again?
Mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's
Oh
you.
my god.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well, you know, I ranked up, so you could too. Alright, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
There's no way, bro. That's actually embarrassing.
50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if
Oh,
there's
they
a
don't even
chance
get a
that he
front
came
door?
back,
That's kinda
but when I
crazy.
got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level? And why
No,
did he
yeah,
come
he's
from
dead.
this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was
Also,
sure
why is he
this was the
down an
right
extra
house.
chicken? What
That
just happened?
parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to
Ooh.
rank up to become
I
a
like that
parkour
gradient.
master and find this impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour temple. Now, I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour
I'm surprised you didn't say
until I
for
got
not.
to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real course. Already at first
Freeze.
glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was
Oh, you know what?
expecting
That's
that.
probably how
There's a
they
reason
get
why
all the
almost no
logs. That
pros even
makes
attempt
sense.
this course, and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps.
I
The jumps
guess.
just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death.
But yeah, if I got to this point, if I somehow made it to become a parkour pro, personally, I think I would just keep living like that. That's why I said about the noob level. But personally, I would just keep living like that because you're not catching me making any fence jumps. That's for sure.
course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst.
So aren't you supposed to hold it in your offhand? I mean, I guess
row,
technically you
but I
can
soon
make it in your
realized
whatever.
That's all I
Still.
needed to do because I think I found the impossible jump. What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need a
Wait, why? No, sorry, my immediate thought was, wait, they don't love you like no. But if you see the jump and that you know what it is, why not just go back, not use the totem of undying, learn how to do the jump, and then go back and use it again, like for real.
show you what it looks like. Alright, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Oh man, is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For my entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay the price.
Guys, I'm getting real sick and tired of this guy. What do you mean? Just why? How did you even slip?
Fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall.
Okay, but who knew that he was gonna fall right there?
Someone, right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master. This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level.
But how the hell does the barrier help?
Forever.
It's
And now
so
I'm preparing to
far
rank up
away.
again to become a parkour master. Alright, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In parkour,
It's gonna be the guy again, and then he's gonna miss it.
For building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
No. Oh, no, he's gone for real this time. All right, daily task.
All right, pack it up, buddy.
Becoming a parkour master.
May you save us all, Evbo.
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying, because once I stepped foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation,
Unless you fall
relied on
again
the
and
fact
then you
that there actually
de-rank.
is a secret path
But,
to get past
you
the
know.
impossible jump. But I've come
Who
too far,
knows?
and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training, and that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a parkour master.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
Well, how do you know where he's going and what he's doing?
Up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour.
You have a theory? Alright. What's your theory? Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep it playing, and then once it appears in chat, then I'll pause the thing, because we're only halfway, and we gotta start packing this up, bro.
Life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And I had decided that I was going to be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder, and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about. It was this, the impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge, and I was alive. Was here. The secret path was real. Now I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand.
Old man was thrown in prison because he was caught for being in that painting. I found out that he's the reason Evbo did the impossible jump, so they knew his intentions and want to stop him. Yeah, okay. I could see that. Well, actually, no, because the old man just, like, jumped into the void, sending himself to prison. After giving Evbo the ticket or whatever. So. But they could possibly connect his, you know, involvement to all of that still.
Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter, as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5 half-block jump. It was far, but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was on to the ladder section. Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump.
If you just keep pressing the W,
it had to be
you'll get it, I
went for it,
promise.
and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was too close. I was inches away from slipping off the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization. But I
What is
didn't
this, a
have time
fucking
to focus
Lorax?
on that right now. I was
There's
looking
no
at the
trees
last
here
jumps,
anymore.
and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on?
Wait, that's crazy.
Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I
Dude,
was still
that
on
gave
the
me
tree
like
with 2
fucking
hearts left.
PTSD. I thought he was gonna turn around and it was gonna be a creeper, not TNT. Oh my god. But it's when you hear that sound behind you, it's, oh my god.
What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now, I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that
Oh,
would
he's
finish
gonna
it
do a
once and
backwards
for all.
jump.
And that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it. I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No!
I did it. I won the parkour
Idiot,
battle.
bruh.
But against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about
Third
how I was
yeah.
born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about. but I
Parkour
had to
pros
set
aren't
that
even meant to be
aside, because
parkour
now
pros. I don't
still
think they
have to
earned
worry
it.
about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest
Alright,
of the
thanks for
course.
stopping
I could
by,
see the
Snap
final
Zero.
stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing
well,
on one
that
of
was
the
a lucky
final
guess.
jumps of the course, and I could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps, but I've been practicing for this moment. I used my momentum to do all 5 jumps in a row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down.
Is he gonna
I
like hit his
jumped,
head or
and I
okay,
made
I'm
it.
about to say if he hits his head and falls
I
all the way
actually
down.
did it. I turned around
That'd be
and looked
crazy.
at how high I was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no longer be a parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe it, but
Sorry.
everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots.
feel like he's
threw
gonna
them in
get
the
hit.
lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was
Okay.
equipped with golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels, so how much different could this society be? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. Alright, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked up the stairs into the Parkour Master Society. Oh my... Becoming a master
Cliffhanger.
of parkour civilization wasn't easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past an impossible jump. I had to complete parkour jumps that I've never even done before. I even had to survive a surprise attack while trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my... This is what parkour civilization looks like as a master.
hell?
Up here, only the best of the best can survive all of the jumps. One missed jump and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be
But
fighting
the
for
good
my
thing
life.
with this is that, you know, you wouldn't have to do the same whatever bullshit of like earning a ticket just to level up. It's like if he's a parkour pro, then he could just make his way back up because he knows about the barrier block.
Life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1 block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1 block jumps turned into 2 block jumps. And now as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3 block jump. Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of
Water bucket
parkour
clutch.
being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase, and this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so
That'd be
how do I
kinda
get a water bucket
embarrassing.
then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me these? Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master.
Does he have to
I
make
walked
the
inside,
parkour
the store
jump?
looked nothing like all of the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I can
Yeah.
build my own jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. Alright, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think
Yeah,
that would work?
no, that
If
was-
I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted
Okay.
3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make
Okay.
a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I
You're gonna
don't like it,
360.
but if I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2... Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right,
Yeah,
here's your new
clearly,
house.
and nobody else knows how to do them.
In history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there? just
Oh,
to get
wait,
to
that
the
one was
block?
way
No,
louder,
no,
bro.
since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. Alright, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in parkour civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's what it means to be a master in parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So, I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in parkour civilization, but now I have.
Sorry, I mean, I did talk like a couple of minutes ago. I feel myself getting quieter and quieter. I'm getting invested in the story. It's interesting. We're also almost like a third of the way through, but I was also thinking, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might stop this at either 9 o'clock or the 2.5 hour mark, maybe sooner, depending on which comes first. Because I need to have a little bit of dinner.
Higher level of
But I'm getting
civilization was still so
invested.
crazy. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by
Also,
everything around me that I
it's like, oh yeah, if you use any help with jumps, you're gonna get made fun of. He could literally just be like, okay, yeah, you could think that of me, but I'm the only guy around here that's doing 360 spin jumps. Because why has nobody else done that, apparently? That doesn't make any sense to
didn't
me.
even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed one parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed one more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building, and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers.
Was it just
and
like, oh
bottles
yeah,
on the wall.
parkour
Most
masters don't even need
dispensers
to
had
eat,
different
bro.
types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank? I
Parkour
already knew
bank.
parkour was how people paid each other in parkour civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every parkour master
my God.
know that this is my first day here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me
You're
at all.
acting
The
like a
situation was
noob,
getting
bro.
worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I
Is
have
that
no blocks left. I have no
Thor
way of
from
paying for anything in
Endgame?
parkour civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved. In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization because I got
lucky
64
him.
golden carrots.
Oh,
Please
Jesus.
come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first parkour master in history to starve. Now, I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master. I don't even know what to do now. Do I go to work? Or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found.
Is he gonna get in trouble for not doing work again, though?
Place where I could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem
Actually,
like I was a parkour
no,
master
I don't think
until
that he can, because people are like, nobody's ever even seen the parkour champion, so we're not even sure that he exists.
got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe he dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the
I mean,
top of the
it's
glass
like-
staircase. I can confidently
You know, at this point, I would think I have plot armor or something. It's just like times when I think I might not make it, I do make it. But times when I think I'm definitely gonna make it, I fall.
say that stairs
You
are
just
the
gotta
worst
think
thing
that
about
way
being
all
a
the
parkour
time.
master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability
Imagine
to
he
unlock
accidentally
an
lands on like a
entirely new
quartz
level of
slab and
parkour.
waterlocks
And
it.
if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive, and I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught,
Yeah,
you
don't be
basically
cringe,
become a
bro.
laughing stock in Parkour City. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get to my house. But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in Parkour Civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These were jumps I could only dream of when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the greatest master in Parkour Civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can
mean,
choose to
that's
do a
how
task whenever I want.
dailies
Instead
work.
of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I got
Where do they even put the blocks,
parkour
though?
delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
He's gonna die.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new. Oh shoot! No, Bro,
Mhm.
am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you
Also,
have
what's
to
with
survive
like
every
the
single
complete
jump,
180 on that guy's personality? He's like, yeah, I'll show you around. I'll be nice to you. And it's like, ha, you're probably never gonna be as rich as me. What happened? They completely mischaracterized this guy.
but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, 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 buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in
Just do a
serious
360,
trouble.
bro.
The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend against this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being
Why
a
can't you
parkour
just
master.
use that
But even
guy's
though I've learned
whatever?
so
Why
much,
do they
there's
have
one
these
thing that
different
I've
ones of
yet to
resources
figure
all
out,
right
and
there?
that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the
Sorry,
path on the side
I
of the
forgot
wall
that
to
this
rank
is about capitalism. They're not going to be sharing anything.
up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost. Before
What
you ranked
war?
up.
Wait,
You
what?
don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to
What
be the
was-
champion? Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said
That's
he had
what
a
you
mission for
wanna
me.
call
He
it,
told me to
yeah.
travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously that
No,
just
someone's
means the
definitely gonna
parkour
see him.
master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I
True.
can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's gotta be the one to do it, so why not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum, and I jumped. No! I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to
Okay,
the building
yeah,
looked like it
stop
was
lying,
guarded by
bro.
a
Come on.
difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump.
Could he not have
4
just
block
water
jump down, and
bucketed
now,
on the side?
Oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice
Like,
blocks, and
I
at
would
the end,
abuse
there
the
was
hell
a
out of
jump
that.
way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now,
preying
I
on
was
your
just hoping I
downfall.
didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside
That's-
and I saw
yeah.
a giant hole in
Well,
the
this
floor
has
with
been.
some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go, I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's CWAT. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen
It
and
just
opened the book on the desk. It said enter
sucked out his brain,
well, I
bro.
was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen. Rank? Noob. Wait, how? I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they saw me, I
That's that
ran and hid
motherfucker
behind the
from
bush.
Naruto.
Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or early maybe, I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was CWAT. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good, we needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You can
Okay.
come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So
Mm.
it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? CWAT explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob.
This guy's acting like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, let me just tell you every single detail you want to know instead of keeping it hidden for you to just like figure out because we're gonna battle or
a pro
something.
or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yup, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
CWAT placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun
my
with the
goodness.
champion in the arena.
No pressure at
Champ-
all. Just 1 minute before
Like
I become the
champion?
parkour All right, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do
Okay.
a 360. I was now
We
getting
just, like,
ready to
boosted
fight
through
the
the story.
Parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If we
Actually,
suck
hold on, I'm gonna do something crazy. There's only 30 minutes left. There's only 30 minutes left. Hold on, wait, I was gonna be like, we're gonna stop for there at that point. I was like 2.5 hours, but then it did that like fade to black screen, so it's like, oh, this is an entirely new thing. There's like a little bit more after this, blah blah blah. But I do have a few things that I have to do. 2.5 hours was a little bit ambitious, I think. So we'll pick this up Thursday afternoon. We'll do it. I was gonna say early even. We'll do it slightly early because I have some free time that day, but I have run out of my free time for today. So, plus we're just like a couple of minutes away. 9 o'clock anyways. So a bit of a cliffhanger. If you've never seen this before, neither have I. Oh god, I was about to say, I don't think the sound playing. I added some upgrades to my computer, so some things are in the wrong files. But anyways, we're gonna watch Evbo again on Thursday, and we're gonna conclude this Parkour Civilization next time. And then I'll play also like an actual game afterwards, so it's not just that. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Sorry, it's a weird cut. I was gonna do like, oh, let's watch only half of it, but I was like, that's super duper lame. This is even more lame. But I have to. If I don't set limits for myself, then who's going to, right? Anyways, yeah. See you guys Thursday. Thank you for stopping by. Be sure to tune in for the conclusion of Parkour Civilization. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.